Folks, we've been here exactly 7 days. We've had our hands full. Really a lot going on. And I think what I'm going to call this video is, what would you do? Let's go inside and take a look. There's a lot going on. Talk about being spun around in a tornado. We've really just had our hands full. This is the front room. You could see the condition of the original ceiling up above this drop ceiling. And we just kind of hustled and got this out of here to get the mold out. We still have some cleaning to do. This front room, even though we're going to pull the paneling out, we still have basically this kind of condition, which is not very good. So this afternoon, that's kind of my task after I get done with this video. And we've unpacked the U-Haul and gotten in here. Been through a very pandemic 7 days of just really a lot going on. Really a lot. Got the office set up in here so we can turn around and start shipping. We do have inventory. We're not short on inventory. We're not exactly carrying a lot of inventory, but we do have it. And, we've gone through and removed the drop ceiling in here while leaving the drop ceiling in here. And we've gone up on the roof and we've started to tarp. We still have some more tarp that we've got to put up there. It's calling for rain on Monday, so we got to get it dried in. And, the town has absolutely stepped up here. We've been blessed to have some help with this. We still have a lot of mold treatment. I'm working my way through. But back here in this back section, which originally on the outside is just kind of clad with metal, we've got an epic disaster. Let's take a deeper look. You know what they say, it's a long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. From the floor all the way up to that ceiling is 3 full stories. The way these older places are built, we have these very high ceilings. And I don't know how well this will show up on camera, hopefully good. That wall is sitting on a broken rafter. This entire section is coming down and it's deflected out the framing. This had been brick and this section was not maintained. So the brick fell down and this is kind of the result we have going into step 2 here, which is, what would you do? I'm going to insert into this section of the video, starting now. This is what we originally started with. And just panning around, this is before we started cleaning up. We've had 4 local guys that have really stepped up to the plate and just kind of on the side here to just kind of pitch in and help us a little bit. And, kind of help manage the magnitude of the situation. This is what it looked like before. There's really a lot of work to do here. And this is what we're looking like after. Taking out quite a chunk. Quite a bit better than it was. The second floor, which had this section right out of the keyholes in the brick, straight down to the ground. We've managed to get that removed kind of surgically without causing any real movement here. This is extremely unstable in the current condition, and that's really our next step, is to brace everything to get it stabilized. We have an engineer coming in. We've already had an engineering report, but we're going to have another one. And actually that one will be more just some recommendations than anything. Right up here in the middle of this V-shaped cave-in, we've got a bunch of debris sitting there. That constitutes weight on the roof, or on the floor I should say. That's got to come off without moving anything. We don't want to move any of this. We definitely don't want to move any of that. Those bricks are not exactly in great condition sitting there. We got to go all the way down. And looking around here on the bottom level, we still have this much to come out. And that being said, you know, we have a bathroom in here that's still, we got a water service line back here that's got a hole in it. We turned on the meter and the water's spinning out of control back here, so we're trying to get that kind of addressed pretty quickly. And right alongside the dangers of what I just showed, this bathroom, same deal. We're basically just going to gut all this out and open this room up so that it's just cleaned up and, you know, set up in a way that it's stabilized and dried in. So I'd say we have our work cut out for us. This part, there's just no real way to explain and appreciate the full context of this without fully understanding how involved this really is. Behind this door right here, which is just such a strange opening, we have another set of stairs going up, and that door right there is sitting in that wall that has nothing under it. And over here on the side we have a room. We're going to save these stairs. We're going to save as much of this hallway as we can, but if you look at that door and the transom window above it, it's all kind of off kilter and sliding off. It's sagging on the side where the floor is not braced. So that being said, we have a staircase going off in this direction with this opening, which is really substandard compared to the rest of the structure of the building. And then we've got a hallway coming up, and we'll get into this section on the next video. So how much debris has come out of this back section? Now, mind you, there is a sofa in here that we pitched out that had been in the building, but this guy's pretty well full. We're going to top it off and we're going to have it dumped, and in the next episode we're going to take a look at where we're at next. Okay folks, for real, the reason I call this video "What Would You Do?" is what would you do? We have a wall that's floating. We have a ceiling that's compromised, so, you know, we've got some questions there. We've got weight on a lever, because as this slides out, this heavy weight that's on this floor, this stack that's right there in the center of the screen in that V shape, the more that slides out, the heavier it gets. And the more it gets heavy, the more it pushes up on this. And the more it pushes up on that, the more it deflects that out. And the more that comes out, the more those bricks on the left get compromised. So, looking at all that, I'm not even going to tell you the amazing feats that went on to get the air conditioner that was pulled down with this stuff off of the top of this lower framed-in room. The original room being the green part above. That's the original floor and ceiling. They put this lower room in to just sort of break up the space. Really quite a question. What would you do? You've got the key pockets for the original floor and the wall. You have these long boards that can easily be used to brace over here. But this little delicate piece of surgery and then this. We have rain coming tomorrow. What are your thoughts?